Today we're talking about imposter syndrome. Imposter syndrome is something which affects most artists, most writers, and many creatives. And it doesn't even matter if you are quite successful, you can still be affected by imposter syndrome in a negative way. People in all walks of life, no matter how gifted or how accomplished they are, often question whether or not they deserve the success or feel they're wearing a mask and fooling everybody who looks up to them. One review for my latest release, Killer Instinct, says that the Thomas Shepard series keeps getting better and better, and that's a compliment. But it's easy for a writer struggling with imposter syndrome to ask, what does that mean? Does that mean that my earlier works weren't up to par? So most writers grew up admiring others. That's when the seeds of creativity were planted. For me, my hero was Stephen King, and the first books I engulfed were The Stand, Salem's Lot, The Shining, The Dead Zone. And those stories moved me so much that I wanted to capture that creativity, that to make that creativity my own and to entertain others. But you might see where the problem lies in that way of thinking. Trying to think like Stephen King is akin to trying to invest like Warren Buffett, hoping to hit a baseball like Ted Williams or inspire a nation like Oprah Winfrey. When you follow in the footsteps of your heroes, you embark on a journey where you're always struggling to catch up. I can't be Stephen King and I can't be J.K. Rowling. I can't be Dean Koontz. I'm me. I'm Dan Padavana, and that's all I'm ever going to be, and that needs to be enough. And that's the best way I know to conquer imposter syndrome. Every book that I write represents the best story I can tell in that moment. My initial books don't compare to the novels I write today because I'm a better writer than I was then. And of course, there's no replacement for experience. And by the same token, the novels which I write 10 years from now are going to be better than my current novels, and I'll feel the need to steer new readers towards those books and away from the stories which I'm telling today, even though people love the stories which I tell today. And that's akin to convincing people not to look me up in the high school yearbook, because my current me knows better than the teenage me did, and no, the hammer pants weren't so cool after all. So whatever challenge lies ahead of you, whether you are writing a book, preparing a speech for a conference, presenting a study to your coworkers, or trying to be a better spouse, parent, friend, give yourself credit. You're doing the best you can in this given moment. No one will criticize your current work based on what you produce 10 years from now. So don't worry about that. Do the best that you can. I find so much of writing productivity, or the lack thereof, comes down to imposter syndrome. Sitting in front of the computer, staring at the blank page and thinking, I'm not good enough to write this next chapter. Now, as much as authors know me as the marketing guy, the guy who will teach you how to move your books through Amazon ads and Facebook ads and your mailing list, the truth is there's no better advertisement for your current backlist than your next book. So being able to produce, and I'm not talking about running on the treadmill that Amazon and all these other companies want us to be on, where we're producing new content. You can if you want to. I do quite a bit, but that's because this is my full-time job and I really enjoy it. If I didn't enjoy it and I didn't want to, I wouldn't. So if I or you are not fully invested in our next work, if we have lingering doubts about what we can accomplish in our next work, we're not going to do the work, sit down and write. And the more books you put out, the more opportunities there are for readers to discover you, and for readers who do discover you to go back and look at what you wrote before and say, yes, I want to download these books. I want to purchase these books as well. So I really believe that this is the most important thing you can do as a writer, well beyond building your mailing list or learning that new advertising technique. You must conquer imposter syndrome, or at least accept that your books today aren't going to be as good as the books you write 10 years from now if you continue down this path. Get that next book written, overcome your imposter syndrome, and get your name out there and sell that backlist. And when you achieve this next goal, that voice in your head is going to be replaced by optimism and confidence. So whatever challenge lies ahead of you, meet it head on and get to work today. Now, if you want to learn more about how to market yourself through Amazon ads, I believe that Amazon ads is the number one way to market yourself as an author in 2023, and probably will be for many years beyond. So it behooves you to learn how to advertise in Amazon ads. And I'll tell you that for a long time, I was terrible with Amazon ads, and I did not have much of a following, much of a readership. I learned marketing and Amazon ads through trial and error, and there's no reason for you to have to do that. So I have 5 techniques, which I boiled them down to 5, which are geared towards completely dominating Amazon ads and growing your readership. You'll be surprised to note that 1 or 2 of them don't exactly have that much to do with Amazon ads. They have to do with your book itself and how you represent that book. Amazon ads can only put people in front of your book, but your book needs to sell itself once that they get there. So I'm not going to leave you out on the cold. I have these 5 tips. They're amazing. They changed my life. They took me from being an author who couldn't sell a book to an author who's making a 6-figure salary, well into 6 figures these days. And I'm going to give it away to you for free because you are here and you're learning with me on this vlog, on this podcast. So meet me at writingsuccess.danpadavona.com, and Padavona is spelled Padavona, and join my community. Get that list. And as a bonus, several times per month, I send out some very helpful content which will help you grow as a writer, help you grow as a person, and how to learn how to conquer marketing and advertising. All right, so join me there, and I will see you on the next episode.